Hi everyone. Okay, let me ask you a simple question. Picture this. You're working on your typical project. Who are you working for? So you have 5 seconds to answer this question. Is it your boss, yourself, your clients, or your colleagues? And the correct answer was answer C. You are working for your clients. They are the people using your software, your products, your services, and they matters. They're the one using it and buying it. So if I ask you this simple question, it's because we quickly tend to forget the most obvious things when we are under pressure, stress, and lack of step back. And unfortunately, it often drives to the failure of our project. And I know what I'm talking about because I've been there. But there's a simple method massively used to ensure the success of your project. And we're going to see this together. And this method is called design thinking. And in this video, we'll see what it is, why it is so massively used on the market, and at the end, I share 3 tips so you can begin taking advantage of design thinking for your own work. So what is design thinking? Design thinking is a process, a method. It's a process that helps you to systematically extract, teach, learn, and apply human-centered techniques to solve problems creatively and innovatively. So if we follow the different specs of the methods, it will help you understand what it includes. So first step, you have to put yourself in the shoes of your end users. You need to understand its pain point and expectations. Then you define the problem to solve. And you go to the third step, which is brainstorming. You need here to extract from your core team the best ideas to solve your problem. Then you go to prototype it, and finally, you test it with your end users. But there's this big hype around design thinking. But why? It's because design thinking is more than just a process. It's a mindset. Design thinking can help you get out of the box or outside the box thinking. It can help you leverage the collective intelligence of your team. It can ensure the success of your next interface before it is developed, and thus saving you a lot of money and a lot of efforts. Let me give you some examples of real-life application from my previous missions as a consultant. So you can use it to revamp an entire self-care client involving multiple brands and of course with opposite visions, because otherwise it's not funny. You can use it to rethink the content and animation of courses with big breaks against the change. So because there's always are. And you can use it to question an organization whose perimeter didn't change for more than 10 years. So this, by the way, this mission was quite sensible, but we managed to put it off thanks to design thinking. So design thinking provides you with a method to improve product, services, and process, to identify new opportunities for your interface, and to question assumptions, to change them, to enhance your existing design objects. Design thinking drives you to do things we easily forget once we spend months on the same project with pressure and stress every day. It will push you to go to experiment through sketches, prototypes, and testing, because there's no better way to know if your future design will be successful than to try it out with real users. And you can start applying this right away with those common tips I'm going to share with you. So the first tip that I have for you is to apply at the beginning of your workshop. Because sometimes your attending participants don't really know each other. So you can use what we call an icebreaker. It's just a short game of short exercise that we are commonly using to make people at ease and to warm up a little bit their brain. So in my case, I often use this when my participants are kind of reluctant to attend my meetings. Yes, it can happen. So in that situation, what I do is that I ask them to write on a piece of paper 5 bad ideas they could have in their mind. And it doesn't have to be related with the main topic of your meetings. It's just about helping them put out of their brain their negative thoughts. So I leave them just 2 minutes to do this. Once this is done, everyone stick this to the wall, and one of the participants will select one of the idea and try to put in the shoes of the person who wrote this and to explain it to the others. So for me, it's a good exercise to start with empathy at the beginning of your workshop. So the second tip I have for you is to help your participants think out of the box. Because most of the time, we'll feel kind of trapped in our own view. So to do this, I ask them to put themselves in the shoes of someone else and ask them to solve the problem as if, for instance, they were an elderly person. How would you, for instance, buy this product on your website if you were an elderly person? What if you were a teenager or even a superhero? There's no limits to that. The good thing is that it really works. It pushes people to think out of the box. And the third tip I have for you is to test your product. Most of the time, this phase is not well considered because we need investments and time to do those. But there's one exercise that we use, which is called Guerilla testing. And Guerilla testing will help you organize testing with a really short amount of time and few amount of budget. For that, you just need to take your design out on the street, that's why we call it Guerilla, and come to meet people, offer them a coffee or a cocktail as you want. Alcohol do help sometimes. And in exchange, you will ask from them a honest and crude feedback on your design. So I hope this video was instructive. If you thought so, then please don't forget to put a thumbs up and to subscribe for more videos. If you want to get more information on the design thinking, you can visit my website and attend the online courses on design thinking on stairsworth.me.